What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Tuesday Night Spotlight. It's your host Neil Carter, and I'm back here. I'm here with a very well-known R&B artist in this area as well as others in the nation. He recently dropped an EP called Phases.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's got a clothing line called New Wealth Society.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And he's actually being featured on Apple TV for a show called Swagger, produced by Kevin Durant and O'Shea Johnson.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm up here with my boy Rob J. What's going
What's
on,
up,
brother?
fam? What's good with you, bro? How you doing?
I'm great.
Good,
How are
good.
you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm blessed to be alive, blessed to be here.
For sure.
And, you know what I'm saying? Ready to get into this convo for sure.
So we've been chopping it up for a little bit. This is my first time meeting you. So
Okay, yeah, right. Fast respect.
But we've been kind of flowing a little bit. I do got want to ask you, since you are an R&B artist and you have done your fair share of gigs. First,
Okay, yeah, for sure.
what is the worst gig you've ever had?
Whew. The worst gig. It's been a couple of them. Sheesh. You know, the music scene out here, we working on trying to get stuff together. Not say it's been improvements, but it was probably like an artist showcase. They had probably like 40 artists. You know what I'm saying? You gonna sell your little tickets, and the people come out, and you thinking they be like, yeah, man, we got you going on at 7:30. So like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? You got your little 10 people. You sell your little 10 tickets so you can perform for free, and got that going. It's 11:35. You're like, good. The DJ joke. You like, bro, you got me. You like, yeah, bro. Like, yeah. After this person, and then you end up not performing it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Ooh, that I feel like I narrowed that down to two places out here, but we can keep that.
Would you go ahead? You can list one. I just say,
I ain't gonna disrespect nobody. Nobody pay you or the joke. I don't want nobody coming for me. But
I just gave the scenario. If an artist watch it, they gonna be able to definitely identify with me.
It's only a few people that do that type of scheme, that type of scheme.
Yeah, fast, and they know. It's some artists that know. If you know, you know.
Damn right.
If you know, you know.
What's the best gig you ever had?
The best. I say we did an event out in Atlanta with B5. That was dope. They gave me my own dressing room. They gave me a rider. We got paid for the gig. Hold on. So business was done the right way, and the crowd was good, and we had a nice set. So I probably say it was probably my best. You know, yeah.
Blackstreet show.
Oh, Blackstreet. Oh yeah. Shout out to the Kenner Fest. That was hard. My homeboy Tony Brown put that together. You know, he asked me to come up there and be a part, so I was just blessed to be a part of that.
Damn,
so that was hard too. Blackstreet tough for sure. It was funny, like seeing them really do their jump, because I listen to the music and whatnot. And I had met Levi a little bit, but that was my first time meeting like Chauncey and all of them like together. So it was dope to see them do their thing, like, you know what I'm saying?
Was that your first time seeing them live?
Yeah, seeing them live. I had met a couple of them in passing, just kind of like, oh, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying, type jump. But seeing them together, put the songs together, and then like some R&B heads, so them performing live, and they still having the response from the ladies and whatnot. It was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like
he probably had some girls do a flash.
Exactly. Yeah, they're like, oh my god. They came on and brought roses to everybody, and they had like 3 or 4 outfit changes or whatnot. So it was just cool to see that, like, these guys still passionate doing what they're doing and enjoying it, and people still enjoy hearing them.
Damn,
you know what I'm saying? So that was hard.
Because that was back when music was like timeless.
Yeah, it was definitely timeless. You know what I'm saying? And like it's not really that much of that right now. It's a whole lot of reasons, but mostly like consumption. People attention span for music is like this because it's so much.
That's the main reason.
So you drop a dope single. You know what I'm saying? 2 weeks later, they're like, what's next? It's like, dang, like, let the joint resonate. You know what I'm saying? But people just so hungry for it. And then too, it's a blessing, but also kind of like a hindrance too. Like, everybody has access to put their stuff on Apple Music or Spotify.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So at one point when the labels was just doing it, it was a bigger deal because, that's a device that everybody have. But now that you and me can go up there and just upload right away, it's dope because you can do that, but still it kind of takes away from the feeling. Now you just got a whole bunch, 50 million people on there, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of factors, but yeah.
Now, second question.
Okay.
Would you ever date a paraplegic?
Explain.
Wheelchair. Shorty, she, everything worked, but she just, she in a wheelchair. There's some very pretty women in it.
No, they are. Definitely. You know what I would say? I don't know what the cards may hold. If she dope, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We might be able to, you know what I'm saying, make something happen.
Damn
You know,
right.
you never know. Like I said, I give them a chance, you know what I'm saying? Off rip, you know, people quick to automatically be like, oh, no. And people do have a preference. Ain't nothing wrong with having no preference.
Oh, no.
Because I think a preference will stop you from being in a toxic relationship. Like, a lot of people just, they don't be knowing what they want for real. They're like, oh, yeah, I think I want this. But it helps when you know what you want. So maybe, I don't know. That might be my wife out there. I might think my mom one thing, my wife, I
Might
don't
be
know.
out there. So
Would you?
like,
Turn
I
the
will.
tables?
So I'll say I would. My best friend is a paraplegic, so I
Okay.
met some of the females that he
They
interacted
definitely
with.
bad. They valid.
decent,
Because matter of
pretty-
fact, it's a shorty, and you might have seen her too, who's viral. I think she might be from here. She like a rapper, but she's in a wheelchair. But she tough, and she be making videos, and she be saying how she still be doing stuff to take care of her mans and all that stuff.
Word. That's what I'm saying.
That's it. You can't count nobody out.
Can't
You know what I'm saying?
discriminate.
You can't, yeah,
Not based off that, at least.
it's a fact. It's a fact.
All right, let's see. Would you rather own a Transformer
Okay.
or own Batman suit?
Own a Transformer? I'm going to Transformer. Cause I feel like the only way you really get enjoyment out of Batman suit is like you want some like crime fighters type joint, like what was the local dude, the Black Widow? You heard of him? The dude that was famous from Virginia. He dressed up like Spider-Man, but he was like popping up at all the events and stuff in downtown Norfolk.
Out here?
Yeah, out here.
Oh, it was some stuff behind that one that maybe
yeah,
wrong
just-
area.
Yeah, bro.
But I don't remember that. No.
Yeah, no, but I definitely want me a Transformer because it's like I feel like I'm prepared. Then if you know this stuff with the aliens and stuff like this be so if it really is real, I got
Yeah,
protection
you got a
24/7
weapon.
in the you know what I'm saying, in the garage.
Everybody got to know it till it happens.
Exactly till it happens. Yeah, so give me a Transformer.
Very logical dude.
Give me a Transformer. Yeah.
Very logical
Appreciate
dude.
it. I'll be trying.
Because you'll get killed in that Batman
Exactly.
suit
Facts.
within a week.
And then somebody gonna test you, or somebody gonna want to steal it. At least the Transformer protect you. You know what I'm saying? But the Batman suit, nigga, like, man, I want that joint. And then it's just like, you know,
And they go catch you on camera.
they'll catch you like it. Facts.
If you weren't an artist, what would you be doing?
If I wasn't an artist, I'd definitely be in. Like I said, behind the scenes, Kevin know me, so you know what I'm saying. He know how it work. But I'd definitely be in the business, like marketing, or like anything with like advertising or like networking.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I like dealing with people, seeing like where their minds are, but also too like seeing how we could come together and make something happen. Because I know in life, like it takes more than yourself to be successful, or to become a millionaire, or become a part of a major franchise or anything.
Right.
So I'll probably be doing something on the lines of that for real.
What do you think the next step or something like a big gap you see in marketing at the moment is?
Well, besides like social media, I feel like it might be like another wave of like NFTs and stuff like that. Still, I mean, I feel like the idea got introduced kind of fast, and so it was kind of bunched up with like the crypto.
Yeah.
But the NFTs still, like, if it was explained better by the people that was pushing it, it would have really been like displayed as a better idea. But it's all that stuff is gonna come back to a full circle, because the idea is definitely next level. Like, it's art, it's entertainment, all of that stuff in a form to where you can carry it wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? So going back to the marketing side, it's gonna be a lot more business done with NFTs when people really like understand them, and it's gonna come back and kind of like full circle. You know what I'm saying? It was a little ahead of its time.
Especially with the crypto, how that went,
Yeah,
like you said.
it was too bunched up together and didn't have like
That's
an
true.
identity of its own. It was like, oh, and then people was like prime example, Tory Lanez, he had did an NFT project, and he sold like 1 million copies in like 5 minutes or something like that. So everybody was just like, okay, cool, let me get an NFT so I can resell and do this and this and this. But the idea, if you perfect it, is worth like essentially billions. It's limitless. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
And you're selling the exclusivity of
Exclusive,
it,
right.
which is the key of it.
which is the key to it. And you know what I'm saying? And then too, like using it in the future reference, people's like catalogs. So eventually we'll say somebody who's established, we do like Drake. Eventually his catalog is gonna be in NFT form. to where you can have a piece of Drake that no one really has access to, and that joke can run you millions. You know what I'm saying?
Could you imagine him like making each track he got one tape? Let's say he picked one tape out of his catalog, and just sold like, let's say the 12 tracks on that one tape as NFTs, and one person could own or a certain amount of people could own. Yeah. That would be crazy.
That'd be
Imagine
crazy.
how much he could sell that for.
He can sell it for exactly, or even a step further, like all your tracks that you make don't get used, so he can have like unreleased stuff.
That's true too. And then
like
all of
hard unreleased stuff.
And yeah.
And that's millions.
Yeah.
Like if somebody's gonna buy it, it's gonna be future people that might like Drake's sound and want to revamp the songs, or be like, you got 20 something Drake songs that's not out that you could use full exclusive rights to put your artist on it.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to start your own label up, you be like, all right, well you say, oh yeah, Lil Tay from Berkeley and Drake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they own the catalog. You can do whatever you want.
Exactly. That's huge.
So, that's definitely some future wave stuff. It's going to come back around, though. It's going to come back around for sure.
We'll be looking for it for sure.
Yes, sir.
So, where are you from?
So, I'm from here. I'm born and raised from Norfolk.
Okay.
Norfolk, Virginia. And like I said, I done seen and been around like every, I'll say like side or like facet of the area. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm thankful for that, because I believe like it made me like cultured, and like, I'm not like timid in a situation. I know how to move.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With the been around the highest people, and also working with people like they got their ear to the streets. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of like gave me a good medium for both, to where I'm not like oblivious out here looking crazy, or I'm not in a certain part, or know how to talk to people. You know what I'm saying? In all forms. You got some people that are successful, but they just don't know how to talk to people.
That's very true.
You know what I'm saying? Like street smarts and credit is a big thing, and that's a lost art too. People forget about that. You need that. So, yeah.
And I think one thing that's overlooked about the 757 is so many different types of people, so many different types of areas. Then you got the military thrown on top of it.
Yeah, and it's like now too, like half the people from here is not even, well, not from here, excuse me. Half the people that live here now is not even from here.
I'm not.
You know what I'm saying? Right, exactly.
Yeah.
See? And you go and ask people that, you be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're like, where you from? And you be like, yeah, I'm from here. And they be like, yeah, I'm in the military. I'm stationed here, or I moved here. So it's like Virginia in itself is like a melting pot. It's like a mix of like identities. You know what I'm saying? So
that's very true.
Crazy.
Everybody got a different story.
Exactly.
It's pretty dope. It's very
exactly.
dope. And then so like, what was your household like? I guess growing up, like.
Well, like I said, I started off, grew up in the heart of Norfolk, downtown area. You know what I'm saying? Brownington Avenue. So it's like, it's real urban. You know what I'm saying? Like you see how everybody's moving at an early age. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you have your choice on how you feel you want to move to. Like if you want to do the same thing, or, use your outlet to do something else. Right. And I always had respect, like growing up, because I was always an individual. You know what I'm saying? So, other friends was doing other things that they, felt that they wanted to do and whatnot. And I maintained a relationship with them. But at the end of the day, I knew that wasn't something that, I wanted to be a part of. And not coming at them by no means, because, you got to grind and get it every day.
Right.
Get that. But, like, when people know that you being yourself, they got a tendency to mess with you a little bit less. People going to test you anyway, but when you being your genuine self, people got no choice but to respect it. It's the people that's trying to fake or say they did this, say they did this. That's the one the people that they run up on. Because they're like, bro, you're not like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I learned that lesson early on, and they instilled that into me too. And I just always been myself, and it's worked this far, so I'm gonna keep that going for sure.
Was that something like you would say you learned to be authentic early on? What was it, something in particular, a way that somebody in your life influenced you to be that way, or something that you saw that was like, okay, I need to move this way versus how everybody else is moving?
Yeah, just by not wanting to be like a product of my environment. You know what I'm saying? You see stuff, you see people getting arrested, or they doing XXO on the third, getting caught up in the system, or even being made advantage of or profiled.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just because you from an area demographic, or you might be doing this, you might like to, smoke marijuana or whatever. It's legal now, you know what I'm saying, by the way, too. Yes, but, but, you know what I'm saying, prior to that, You know, that was the number one thing for cops. They'd be like, oh, yeah, we stopped you because it smelled like marijuana.
Right.
So, like, you know, little stuff like that, there's, like, causes for them to kind of get in your business and see what you got going on. And, you know, that's just something I didn't really want to be a part of or like, you know, try to have myself attached to. So.
That's definitely understandable. Yeah. And then as far as music, what was the moment that I guess you first learned that you had a music talent?
It was definitely like more so like my mom. She like kind of brought it out of me. You know, when you're younger, and you may have did this or you may not have, you're part of like Black History programs or like church plays. So they kind of like assign parts. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, right? Assign parts. Like, well, you gonna do this, you gonna do that, and we had to learn the Negro National Anthem or lift every voice to sing.
Okay.
And you know, we went ahead and I practiced that with her, and she was like, "Oh, you got some, you know what I'm saying? You got a tone to you, you know what I'm saying, like a melody." So I'm like, "All right, cool." So he really sat down and really worked with me on that part, and I ended up doing like one of the lead parts in that, and then that kind of led to one thing, and she encouraged me to do like, you know, plays and stuff like that when I was younger, and some of the stuff she not forced me, excuse me.
That's how I felt.
I was about to make a point. Some of the stuff that she introduced me to was cool, and then some of it felt forced initially, but it was only because she was trying to really show me the full span of life and like a bunch of different options.
Right.
And she was also, you know what I'm saying, she being my mother, was also, you know, dope about it too, because it came to a point where I didn't even really want to do music and stuff like that, because I was a kid's kid. Like, I had like a kid's childhood. Like, I wasn't like somebody else. Like, I feel like I had to grow up sooner than they had to. I enjoyed every like part of me being a child, you know what I'm saying? So that led up to my decision to not even really want to do music at a young age like that, because, you know, I wanted to be out playing ball with my friends, getting dirty, doing stuff, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Like, you can't do that when you're taking the time to learn song lyrics, or if you praying to go to an event, like a church event, or you singing at a prayer breakfast.
And at that point, because it feels like work.
It feel like work, you know what I'm saying? At first it was cool because I was just doing it on Sundays, and half the time, like, my friends weren't doing that on Sundays. Everybody was doing some Saturday night or Friday, spend the night for the weekend. So sometimes there's been times where, like, I want to go to my friend's house, and I had to sing somewhere Saturday for 5 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I missed the whole weekend for 5 minutes. So, but you know what I'm saying? That's what you go through when you learning as a child, and one night you just grow up. But, you know, I'm thankful for it all. So,
and I'm sure that built a level of discipline for you too.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think that's something that a lot of, I'd say even parents don't get the opportunity, because they don't know no better to introduce their children into different ways to get it. They have maybe look at it from, okay, if I had done this, I could have been this place, and try to put their child in that light, or maybe just don't have the resources to put their child in a position to do that. So that's a blessing, definitely, to be able to have that upbringing. So shout out to her.
Yeah, shout out to my Dukes, you know what I'm saying? I didn't make it want to seem like forced in the beginning, like she was on some Joe Jackson. She's like, yeah, she forced me. But nah, it's love.
And then talk me through your journey, I guess, through music, like coming up, because you're from here.
Yeah, so, from here.
Out here, it's not necessarily easy to, you know, kind of progress past a certain place.
No, it's not. And like I said too, I know we touched on it in the beginning. It was more so kind of poking fun at a little bit of the venues and whatnot. But there's a lot of you know, dope people that give a lot of good opportunities out here. Like Capri Lawrence, she's a promoter. She's dope. Was another lady that was doing stuff, Lady A. It's another gentleman, T-Rific. He was doing stuff with Black Light Studios. You got guys like Kev, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've been knowing him. He give opportunities. And he had a lot of ventures that, you know, he incorporated artists into. And shoot, even now with this, you know what I'm saying, this podcast. Right. So I definitely say taking advantage of like opportunities like that help. You know what I'm saying? People just want to just perform and do this and do that and meet with QC and all of that, but it's like steps you got to take, you know what I'm saying, to get to that point. And it's like media training for real too, because you know how to answer questions and you're not up here sounding crazy or illiterate or, you know what I'm saying, none of that stuff. So definitely those things helped. And also too, like, I was blessed to have a lot of opportunities to travel and do like out of town gigs. which is always dope. Some of them paid, some of them not. It was more of an opportunity, but it kind of allowed me to go and really like build my fan base, like genuinely in different areas through meeting people. And once again, like we was talking about off the camera, like it took some of the heat off of just being on social media,
Right.
because I was meeting people in real life. So what's gonna last longer, an impression that you make because you like somebody pick on Instagram, or when you go and meet somebody in real life?
Exactly.
You be like, bro, I met him. You can say like, yes, when you met him, his energy was dope as a
Person.
You know what I'm saying? Not through social media, or be like, I think
As an
he
entity.
cool.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that was another way that really advanced me and allowed me to get a lot of great looks and opportunities because I was moving so much, and I wasn't scared to go
Great
out
job.
there. You know what I'm saying? Like me and my homies, like I never forget. One time I had opportunity. I was working at MacArthur Mall. That's why he said the doorman. I used to be the doorman at MacArthur, and we had opportunity. But it was either, where was it? It was in either Jersey or New York. But anyway, at the time it was like a Def Jam, like one of like artists, like performance joints. You go up there and you get ranked by A&Rs, that kind of stuff. And I found out about the gig. I think I clocked in and worked, and maybe like 9:30, something like that. I found out about the event by like 11, and I had just gotten paid. You know what I'm saying? The Friday before, so it was like on like a Wednesday or so. It was on a random weekday. It was weird. And so I was like, they was like, yeah, this event going on tonight. It's out in New York. Like, you gonna come out? And I think the sections, they was going all the way to like 3 in the morning. So if we would have left, if we would have left around the time 11, we could have got there in time, whatever. So we ended up doing that. Like after I got off, we just hightailed up there, sped up there, drove all the way to New York. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's definitely part of the documentary.
Right,
you know what I
exactly,
mean?
right. And it was just like, I think we made it dumb late, but I was able to get there and perform, and I met a lot of other dope guys that I'm cool with now. Some of them do like work with Power, like 105, and then Hot 97 as well. Man, it just opened up the door, and I didn't get the initial like prize in my mind because I was just going for a deal, like a record deal,
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So I didn't get that, but I met so many dope people in the process of doing that because I wasn't scared to take the opportunity and go out there. So yeah.
Now touching on, you were talking about meeting different people, like for instance, people on Power.
Yeah.
Now you're being featured, as I said earlier, on Apple TV show Swagger.
Yeah, Swagger, yeah.
So tell me a little bit about getting that opportunity and how that felt, what it was like for you.
Yeah, first off, shout out to the cast of the show. Like I said, it's a heavy hitter cast, produced by Kevin Durant. It's pretty much like a rough base telling of his story growing up, you know what I'm saying, playing basketball, but with a new age twist, because like now a lot of the athletes can get like name and likeness deals.
Explain that.
So a name and likeness deal is like pretty much you are accepting that you're going to rock a brand before you play like a professional game. So like Bronny James, like LeBron James' son, he signed a deal with Beats for like $7 million, something like that, and he ain't played a single professional game yet. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty much just covering like that aspect of where like social media picks up on where it wasn't when when we was coming up, or it was real strict on like high school accepting deals and coaches trying to lower with money, all that kind of stuff. So that's what the story is pretty much about. Just a young phenom finding his way into life and whatnot, and shining, creating good friendships, and still playing ball and all that stuff. Right. So on the show, I'm one of the fraternity brothers that's a part of. It's 2 seasons to the show.
You definitely got fraternity brother look.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Right. Appreciate it. So it's like the second season of the show pick up, and we're kind of like, I guess you say grooming them, or kind of like showing them like how the life is outside of just high school. And he's kind of tempering in with, in college parties and women and all that stuff. So that's what my role is on the show. And I actually got the call from a friend. She was on the show, and her family is like producing and whatnot. She was like, yo, you should be a part of this. I can see you like doing this. I'm like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? So I go ahead and send stuff over, and they ask for like your pictures and, what you do, if you got any talents, all of that stuff. And I filled the form out maybe like when I was shooting on the show, October So maybe like September. And it took a little bit of time. I was like, all right, I'll just do it. And then one day I got an email. It was like, can you come out? I'm like, yeah. We was filming for like the last 2 months of the year, and then it rolled on in. And the show actually comes out in June. So
I know you're very excited about that.
I'm excited about it.
Shoot, the way you just described it make me excited about just hearing about the his whole story and coming up.
It's gonna be it's gonna be dope. And like I said, it's O'Shea Jackson in there with Ice Cube's son. Orlando Brown, Dr. Lee from Drumline, Mac Wild, she's an R&B singer.
Mm-hmm.
Lauryn Hill's nephew is actually started the show.
Okay.
Isaiah Hill, he's a basketball player. So it's a nice little star-studded cast. It's also another movie on Netflix called When They See Us. Have you heard of that or seen that before? About the Central Park 5?
I have not.
Okay.
The trains.
No. That's
okay.
I think
I have not seen that. Oh yeah. I'm talking about that shit.
But
anyway,
one of the young guys on there, he's also in it as well too, and they have like a couple of cameos that pop up. Oh, Braxton from the Jamie Foxx show.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I had to make sure we called him by his name the right way because I had a scene with him. And I'm like, oh, snap, I'm like, that's bro, you know what I'm saying? But they told us, they're like, don't call him Braxton.
Yeah, he actually had a joint on YouTube.
Exactly,
he was talking about how he don't like because everybody attach him as that. You know what I'm
saying? Bro, crazy. So my mind, when I see you, bro, I'm like, oh snap. So I actually had to wait before I talked to him until I got his name right.
Right. It's probably crazy though as an actor.
I was one of the ones. I was like, oh, this Braxton. I was like, bro, he was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it was like I had to get everything together, and then the next day we were set, and that's when I talked to him. When I knew his name, Christopher Duncan. Everybody, not Braxton, Christopher Duncan.
Shout out to Christopher for the good good memories as a child.
You know what I'm saying? So that was hard, just allowing those moments to kind of come back in full circle, because I watched the Jamie Foxx show obviously, and I watched Drumline and seeing all the other Orlando Jones like movies and stuff like that, and I listened to Matt Wiles and I watched him on 90210. So it was hard, you know what I'm saying, seeing everything come back in circle, and it was real uplifting and, you know what I'm saying, encouraging. I can't wait for everybody to see it.
And also, we got these right here, right?
Yes,
we got
sir.
hats up front.
Yes, sir.
You are styled in it, actually. Tell me about your brand in the New Wealth Society.
For sure. So, like you said, the name of the brand is New Wealth Society. I got it on the hat right here, the hoodie on, you know what I'm saying, the trucker, the dad cap. Pretty much was birthed during the pandemic time. Like I said, I was doing the music, full time, and when the pandemic happened, they pretty much put all the music stuff on hold. Like as far as in like performing or like going to do stuff, because it just wasn't a lane for it. And the type of person I am, like I can make music all day and just drop it, but I like to meet people in the process and feel the energy of how the music is really going, and not just how it's received on social media.
Right.
I want to go out, perform it, and get opinions, see crowd reactions, all that stuff. So I couldn't really do a lot of that, and I just wanted to feel like I was doing something. Like I said, business and marketing, all that stuff was a part of it, and I was like, you know what? Like, let's start a brand up. So me and my business partner and my manager, Tristan Butler, we was like, bro, let's come together and make something dope. You know what I'm saying? Where it's something for everybody to throw on. And that's how we came up with New Wealth Society.
Mission successful.
Yes,
fellas.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. And that's been doing pretty well too. We got like a nice little cosign from Rick Ross. He went ahead and shouted us out. We got some stuff over to Gilly the Kid. He was playing ball in our gear.
Put it on the
exactly
podcast.
Around the podcast.
Right.
Come on, Gilly. And we had some YouTubers throw it on. Turk from the Hot Boys. It's been getting some traction. So we just trying to go up with it.
Any plans on maybe getting it in like an in-store location, or is it already in?
Yeah, so we had it in the in-store location in MacArthur Mall. Before they started like shutting the store down, right. We had it in a store near called Halo's Kingdom. It was pretty dope, and we also had it out in Military Circle Mall in a store called Unique Creations. Mm-hmm. The girl, she was doing like custom shoes and whatnot, so we had them in there. Right. So we trying to branch out. I want to get the brand in the store out in Richmond that I've been looking at, and I want to get it out in Atlanta as well, so we can kind of have the markets popping. And then also too, like this brand opened up the lane for more music connections, because it's like, instead of me just asking, okay, can I get a feature with you? It's like, hey, would you know what I'm saying, would you want to wear some clothes?
Exactly.
And it's like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, I rock with bro. And then one day, be like, man, you know what I'm saying, I remember you say you did music, like what you got? And it just makes the connection smoother versus, oh, let me just get a feature.
Exactly.
So,
because I'm sure you can attest, you probably got people coming up to you all the time, let me get a feature.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, wanting to work. And you know what I'm saying, that's something I want to, do better with working with like other creatives and doing features and stuff more like that too, so we can all continue to build and work. So, yeah.
That's dope. I like how you have a mindset of continue like positive production. You care about how you articulate yourself. You seem like an open book, but you're very careful about how you articulate yourself, because you know the impact of what you can say and what you can do.
For sure.
And I like the way that your moves follow the way you carry yourself. So that's dope.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Like we was talking about off the camera too, like you got to be careful what you say on social media, because they'll twist your words around. We all seen them blog posts like this going on, and you be like, bro, that ain't even the situation. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to really just be careful how you word stuff, unless you mean it for it to be perceived that way, to build self-hype. Or you want to go out there and be like, yeah, I'm doing this, I'm showing my butt to people and this. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta do what you gotta do. Like how we was talking about them on the news, they had you listed as gambler.
Yeah, right.
And they was like trying to play you on the news, right? But it catches people's attention. It's funny, and then it started carrying traction.
Exactly, and it goes up. So I'm thankful for that, because we got some nice little traction on that. And then too, one of the other popular blog sites out here, Glass TV. I don't know if you're familiar with them or not.
I've heard of that before.
Yeah. Shout out to him, by the way. Glass, major dope dude. He reposted our joint, and we had got a lot of hits, and I got a lot of hits on my page and everything like that. So it was some unexpected marketing, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. And I say this too, like just off subject a little bit. It's like with doing this entertainment stuff, and like you doing interview work and you meet people, you just gotta learn not to take stuff like so serious, which I'm sure you've already learned.
To an extent, yeah.
It's a business, you know what I'm saying? It's an entertainment business. So a lot of times when you do stuff, you kind of like got to approach it with the attitude where it's like, it's not as deep as people make anything.
And I think I was thinking about that earlier today. I think what happens is like, we're as artists, like this is our baby. This is something that a lot of us have probably dreamed about since we was kids. Facts, and stuff like that. So it's like, it's hard not to mix the personal with the business aspect of it. But at the end of the day, you have to look at it from like we've been kind of like touching on in different ways. Like social media, you have different entities. We don't know these people for real. So like, you might be expressing your real stuff. This person might be expressing some real stuff. That's not right. Them. Yeah, that might not be them. And I'm not even knocking that. You do what you got to do as an artist. Yeah. You know, however you feel like you want to represent yourself. I'm not gonna knock that as long as you ain't talk about nothing that's gonna harm like.
No, factually, it did not. Yeah.
You know, but like it's definitely like. I just thought it was my train. But anyway, like it's
that's real. You know what I'm saying? And like you said too, you brought up a good point where it's like, of course you're gonna take it serious because it's your craft. Yeah. But you just gotta like I said, if somebody say something, you can't really let it resonate for too long. You're like, all right, cool, he said that. I'm like, all right. And by the way, this easier said than done. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like, because even I still like sense about little stuff, but through the process, I pretty much got a good grip on how to like let somebody say something, or if they take a joke too far, say something, I kind of like let it slide. I'm like, all right. Or just blame it on them being ignorant. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nigga don't really even, you know what I'm saying, get it for real. You know what I'm saying? So I just, keep it pushing that kind of way.
Word. Yeah. Now, what's something that one thing that people don't know about you?
They don't know about me. That they don't know about me. In like kind of what sense? Like my personal life, my music life?
It could be anything. Like the first thing that comes to mind that you would want to let people know now, I guess. Maybe something that just came up that nobody knows.
Dang, I don't know. I feel like I could give you an answer better when I wasn't thinking about it like that. But something about me that a lot of people don't know. I don't know, this might sound kind of basic, but like I guess I'm really into like Marvel movies and all that stuff. I'm a diehard Marvel fan, and me and my homeboys and my brothers, we always go see like the movies on like the premiere nights. It's like a tradition. So it's something kind of like fun that we do, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, I mean, some people might know, but a lot of people might not know that, you know what I'm saying? I mess with the Marvel movies heavy, so.
So yeah, if y'all want to chop it up with Rob, y'all go ahead
you know,
and
you got
you know,
Phase 4, all that, the little spoilers and all that stuff. Come holler at me.
would you go to any of like the, you know, they have Comic Cons and stuff like that? Would you go?
Oh yeah, I've been to Comic Con. They had one out at the convention center. And my little brother, he's big into anime. Like me, I respect it, but he's big into it, so he went dressed up and the whole nine. So I just went there to check it out because it was something dope. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It was cool, but yeah, I get down with the Marvel movies and whatnot, and yes, they hard.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Last 2 questions.
Okay.
What's 2 things that you want to accomplish out of music?
Music wise, I'll just keep it real. Like I want a Billboard like hit record, you know what I'm saying? I would love to do that, and I would love to co-headline a tour, or you know what I'm saying, have my own joint launch off.
Damn right.
So there's a lot of other ones that kind of tie in, but those are 2 of like my biggest goals, like that I really want to get done personally.
And then goal outside of music.
Goal outside of music. I wanna be a part of a big major deal involving like my brand new Up Society in some kind of way. So whether we do a partnership with somebody, or like a paid ad, or like I don't know, but something over 6 figures. For sure.
Yeah, damn right.
You know what I'm saying? A nice little chunk deal. I really want to get that done.
And I don't think you too far off of any of those.
Oh yeah, no. We gonna make it. Like I said, when we do this recap coming up, you know what I'm saying, we'll have some advances for sure. We'll have some advances, and we're gonna definitely see the results.
Then anything we might not have touched on that you might want to tell the people, or a message to the people, anything like that?
No, I feel like you touched on everything. I just want to say, like, you know, for any other artist that's doing this with clothing or with the music, just stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? Trust God, trust the process. Don't take life too seriously. You know what I'm saying? Value life, and just have fun with what you do. You know.
Real shit. Yeah. All right. Well, this is Rob J. I appreciate the interview.
Thank you, bro. It was real. It felt like a conversation. Like it felt like I was like, oh yeah, I was pissed. It was really like, you know what I'm saying, dope. You know what I'm saying? So you did your thing, bro.
I appreciate you. A very easy interview. I will say that.
Thank you.
And I had to I had more questions. I had to stop myself because we was going in. So
you good.
But yeah, I appreciate the time, my brother.
Sure.
Now we gonna have a performance by my boy Rob J. So he gonna give y'all something great, show y'all what he's about.
Sure.
I appreciate y'all time. Peace.